Welcome back to the channel, guys. This is Built by Blake. And do you remember when we went and picked up the motor and I said every good vlog should start off with a serious dosh of cash? You're not gonna tell me that every good episode should start with bulk bloody money. Let's go do something real stupid. Well, welcome to today's vlog. You guys would know that I have sold the Subaru, which leaves a bit of an empty hole in my heart because that was the first car that I've genuinely put everything into. And when I say everything, I genuinely mean a lot of time, money, effort. It was a pain in the ass, as well as one of my absolute favorite things ever. But given recent circumstances, I feel like it's time to move on. And today we are going to pick up, hopefully we're going to go look at the new rig. I've got my trusty sidekick with me today, and we're going to go have a squiz at what is one of, in my opinion, the best JDM 90s cars to ever come out. I'm not going to give too much away because you guys will just have to wait and see.
Ooh, suspense.
But right now we're on our way down. I'm not going to vlog it or anything like that because we just need to actually see this car and see if it's actually a good thing. And then moving forward, you guys will see us on the other side if we actually buy this bad boy. So let's go.
Okay, 35 large, 3.5, pero no más de ahí.
I am so happy right now. This is the sickest car that I've ever owned. This is, everything about this car is the sickest thing ever. People, they look at you when you drive past and they know that it's nothing that flash, but they know there's something special about it because it's got that bit of extra flair. So, all right, back into the shed. Let's sit down, let's talk about it. Let's find out what this bad boy is. Thank you. This is my 1998 JDM imported Nissan Stagea 260 RS. This is the best thing that's ever happened to me. Yes! Oh. I have a giant hole in my shorts. So we're back at the shed and we have the new beast. Oh, for wagon guys, this is the best. This is the top. So it's been probably a couple weeks or a few weeks now since you guys were just watching me drive at home because I wanted to sit down and do a bit of a see how I like it and get used to the car, and then actually sit down and talk about how I actually do like it rather than driving it for 3 hours and then drive home and then give you a bit of a spool. So this is a Nissan Stagea 260 RS Series 1. Not to be confused with a standard Nissan Stagea RS4S, RS4, blah, 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 the list goes on. The best way to describe this, or the thing that really sets this apart, is obviously the 260 RS. 260 being that it's got an RB26 motor. Now, this car is not a GTR, okay? Let me make that very clear. It will never have a GTR badge on it. It will never claim that it is a GTR. ever. But to explain it to somebody, it is the easiest way to do it. Now, what happens is Ortec, the company in Japan, they make a few limited editions of cars. I know they make a few Sylvias, they probably make a few others that I'm not familiar with. They make an Ortec version of this car, the Stagia, which is this car here. So the best way to describe this car is they took 18, or it's a bit over 1800 Nissan Stagias and completely gutted the RB25, completely gutted the whole driveline, took a 33 GTR and put it into this car. Now, for wagon guys, me, this is the pinnacle. You've got an RB26 with an R33 GTR gearbox, an R33 GTR rear diff, the Tesla all-wheel drive system, you've got Brembo option brakes, electric folding mirrors, you've got all of this JDM goodness in a fucking wagon. This is the best day of my life. It is immaculately straight. It is just, oh, it's unreal. And as I said, for a wagon guy like me, this is the top. This car is, are you ready? This car is rarer than a GTR by a fucking country mile. I didn't say more sought after, I said rarer, which is just a fact. As far as the inside goes, I've got car mats on top of the OEM Stagia car mats so that they don't wear out. You can just replace the cheap little $30 black ones on top. Obviously on the inside it's got all the GTR gauges, all of the trims there, and it's all perfect. There is not a single thing wrong with this car that I can see early on. As far as modifications goes, it is bone stock, and I cannot describe that any better than that. There is not a single modification on this car. For us, obviously this channel is not afraid of a modification here or there, but this is the type of car now that just demands a bit of respect and a bit of attention. This isn't the type of car that you get an angle grinder out and chop a spring in half. It's not the type of car that you need to do an intercooler on and you get a 90mm hole saw out and start punching holes wherever you think is the easiest spot. It really, really can only be done the right way. And I think with lessons learned from my Subarus, this is the type of car that I needed to move into. I still love Subarus, and I guarantee I forever will. I still love Liberty wagons. I still, well, Liberty sedans are a bit, but Liberty wagons, still a massive fan of them. But they just served their purpose for me. They were cheap, they were reliable, they were easy to fix, and that's everything I needed in my early on years. The reason I didn't get this car when I was 17 is because I couldn't fucking afford it. The lessons I've learned with modifications, cosmetically, parts-wise, blah, 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 blah. And then the lessons that Dean has learned, arguably, the fucking hard way, with engines, everything, it's going to make my life a lot easier. I showed the car to Dean just earlier on, and just straight off the top of his head, he's just spitballing stuff like, you can do this, this, and this. This will bolt on straight away. You can do this and that, and you'll do that and that and that. You can bolt on this from that car, that'll bolt on. Like, it was just word vomit out of his mouth because he has just got so much knowledge on this subject. And it shows because he's obviously built the car that we all have been watching being built, the R32. Which is proper next level. There are two things that I hate, I cannot stand them about this car. The first one, when you press lock or unlock on the remote from the key, the indicators don't flash. Now that doesn't sound like a big deal, but it is. Let me tell you, when you are running to your car and it's raining, or you're walking away from your car in a car park and it's loud and you can't quite hear the actuators click, did it lock? I don't know. You have to walk back to your car like a peasant and pull the door handle up to check that it locked. That's a big deal for me. Two, there's not a single cup holder in this whole car. Are you insane? This car is worth like 4 times the amount that a regular Stag is worth, and it doesn't even have cup holders in it. That drives me absolutely up the wall. If that's the worst things that I can pick about this car, then I think I'm doing pretty well, because both are fixable and both aren't that big of a deal. I'll put the other lens on now, and I'll just do a strict walk around, and it'll be a bit of a rough thing that we can have a look at, and you can see all the ins and outs, because it truly is that tidy. I love it. I'll probably just start from the front and work our way around, and then go to the inside. So the front is obviously the Autech front bar. Autech grill, obviously it says Autech version just there. It's so clean. So that's obviously a very big distinguishing factor, having that front bar. The wheels are a BBS Autech combination wheel. They are the ones that came with this car. The center caps are actually GTR center caps. I have the OEM ones that he included in the sale. Obviously factory fitted optioned Brembos that have been professionally rebuilt and painted so that they are mint. Both of these indicators have been replaced with new ones. I've got the original ones in my car, in the car. As far as everything else on the outside, there's nothing really that special about it. Obviously very straight. Autech factory fitted wing, specific to the Autech Stags. And then like the top just super glass, like just glass, just seriously glass. We come around to the back, nothing really that special about it. Nice little RB26 sticker inside. Autech version 260 RS. Fun little fact for everybody playing at home, the 260 RS sticker, just that sticker, not the Autech one, that is a $100 sticker, because there is nowhere else you can get them. They notoriously crack, and they look a bit tatty. So I've bought another one. Stagier guys will know that these cars are notoriously rust underneath the side mirrors, inside the window sills, inside the door jambs, just in parts where water likes to sit. This car has no rust. I went all the way over it when I bought it. Obviously nothing really doing in here. The guy that owned it before me had taken both of the windows off, and there was rust there. It's not even up for debate. I guarantee you, if you own a Stagia and you think it hasn't got rust on it, take your side mirrors off, and I bet you any money there is at least a small amount of rust there. So he took these side mirrors off and touched up any of the rust that he could, and then obviously fitted them again. So that's obviously nice. We've got our little JDM import stickers up there. And we come into the inside of the car. Obviously you've got the GTR gauges along the front here. That's my little peachy air freshener, because I love that. And then the inside is just very OEM, very stock, very standard, nothing really that nice, that fancy about it. This piano black center console is just so nice. Both of the rubber boots around the handbrake and the gear stick have been replaced with OEM. We come into the boot, and once again, nothing really that crash hot, but just a standard boot. This is my Drift Panda. I have no idea why I call him my Drift Panda, but I got him when I very first got my first Liberty. God knows why I called it a Drift Panda in my first Liberty. That was not going to drift anywhere, but he's been with me forever, so he gets to come along for the ride. So that's it for our walk around and for the introduction of the 260 RS to this channel. There's already some mods, well, literally on my lounge room floor at home. So there's definitely going to be stuff coming for this car. If you guys like it, give it a like. If I know that there's going to be some Subaru guys out there that are so hurt by this. But like I said, there's no hard feelings. I still love Subarus. I just like this better. So you don't have to like it. That's fine. If you guys want to see the whole inside and out of this car and what we do with it and how we go about it, then make sure you like, subscribe, do all that stuff. Leave me a comment below what you'd like to see done, or if you're a stag owner as well. I'm notoriously out the window waving at every single one I drive past now. So I still find myself actually waving at Subaru guys, even though I'm in this now. So if you see me doing that, I would still appreciate a wave back. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Like, comment, subscribe, do all that stuff. It does help out way more than you would actually think. So yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.
Ever since you shut the door on everything we knew, you're too late for love, feeling your true love, feeling on love, feeling your true.
Ooh, suspense. Are you killing me?
On top of all that, this car has a brand new flare. I have a flare in this car. Now if I ever get in trouble, I have a fucking flare. It's a brand newie too.